what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up the final game of the 3-game series at Kremer Park against the Detroit Tigers. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here, and 3 games in about 27 hours. Your boys ready to get through it and go back home. After getting swept in a doubleheader yesterday, the Orioles are now looking at a record of 10-16, 6 games under 500, and now we got to face the reigning Cy Young Award winner, Skubal. We've also got 3 Oriole players, hitters, that are out of the lineup today because of various injury problems. Not to mention Tyler O'Neill, who went on the DL yesterday. That is the 10-day disabled list, by the way. Got that information after the game yesterday. Folks, on paper, like I write in the Charm City chat already, we have no chance to win on paper, okay? We're facing a lefty that's been a problem for us this season. We haven't done well against lefties. We're facing the best left-hander in baseball. That's not going to help either. We just got swept yesterday in a doubleheader. And now we're down a bunch of players with injuries. In fact, here's the breakdown. Let's see. We have Adley Rutschman has a sore and swollen right hand. He is not in the lineup today. During the game yesterday, there was a pitch that I believe was either fouled at the plate or maybe it bounced in there. Either way, it caught a piece of Adley's hand, and it swolled up a little bit. It would appear it's just a little bit of swelling, and that's it. But no Adley Rutschman. Jordan Westberg is unavailable, at least to begin the game today. He has a sore hamstring that he felt late yesterday. No Westberg in the lineup. And then just some guy that's basically been the entire offense for the team this season, Ced Mullins. He's not in the lineup today either. He has been dealing with an illness the last few days, and after playing 18 innings in center field yesterday, Ced Mullins is not in the lineup. So no Tyler O'Neill, no Adley Rutschman, no Jordan Westberg, and no Cedric Mullins. That's kind of like, I don't know, the top half of our lineup, other than Gunnar Henderson. They're gone today against the Cy Young Award winner. How is this going to work? This is such a bad scenario. I'm actually feeling just, you can call me absolutely insane. That's fine. There might even be an actual clinical diagnosis that says the same out there somewhere. But for some reason, this is such a we have no chance game. I feel like we're playing with house money. Like, how can we go wrong? All right? It's like going into the casino where they give you $50 and, like, go spend that because we know we're getting it back because we're the house. But, it's still house money. You might sit down, you might pull that lever, and you might come up with triple cherries and win something when you're not really supposed to. That's the way I'm looking at this. There's just no reason to win. So why not just go ahead and do it? Because it's baseball. Here's how, okay? Here's how this is going to work. Dean Kremer is going to have to pitch his best game of the season to date for any chance. That's the first thing. Dean Kremer's on the mound facing Skubal. We can't expect Skubal to give up 5 runs because he just doesn't do that. He's going to, at best, give up 2, maybe 3 over the course of 6 to 7 innings of work. So it's inherent, or what, inherent? No, it is. It's just very necessary, okay, that Dean Kremer pitches a gem today and keeps the Tiger runs down to a minimum. One run is a lot. 2 runs could be insurmountable, to be honest. So we gotta really hope that Kremer comes good today, and that the bullpen, whenever they're called upon, gives up nothing. Which for a lot of games this season, they've been able to do that. That part of the equation to me isn't so out of the realm of possibility. But can this offense produce something against Skubal today? That's the big question. Because the offense has had trouble producing against some pretty mediocre pitching out there. Yesterday, perfect example, Kiter Montero in Game 2. This guy is the one starter in this Tiger rotation who's put up bad numbers. And even though we got our share of hits, we could not cash in the runs, and we made a lot of outs on the base paths. Almost finding new ways to lose in that game yesterday. In fact, both games of the doubleheader, we lost by 1 run. You can hear it in the tone of my voice, folks. Like where is that hype and optimism that you want at least to start a ball game? Because, every game is a new game, a new chance to win. But, man, this one, I'm just being honest, this one looks tough. How are we going to do this? I don't know, but we're going to get started here in just a few minutes and see how it goes. If nothing else, folks, if we don't win the day, if we drop to 10-17, if things are looking as bad as ever, one thing that I know to be true, and that is I don't care what my Orioles are doing. I don't care if we're gunning for the pennant or the division title, whatever. I don't care if we're the basement dwellers. When we're playing the Yankees, and especially when we're playing the Yankees in our yard, I don't care about all this other crap going on with the team and if things aren't going great. I just want the team to show up and beat the Yankees' ass, okay? So I take a look at this lineup today, and yeah, Mullins probably does need the rest. I want him ready for this Yankees series, all right? If a couple of other guys are nursing some issues, I want them ready for the Yankees series because those head-to-head games do mean more than this game here today against Skubal. Again, it's not like it's not a situation where any manager or team should approach it like, well, let's just, not show up. You got to show up. You got to try. But I do understand that, why Brandon Hyde is putting out a lineup like this today. It's probably the least attractive lineup you're going to see this season. At least I hope it is. Let's take a look. So Dean Kremer, 2-3 record, 6.84 ERA up against Skubal's 2-2 record, 2.83 ERA, which, you know, he's not invincible, folks. He's got a 2-2 record, and his ERA is 2.83. You can get a couple of runs off of this guy. Again, it's just going to be very important for Dean Kremer to keep the ball in the yard and and give us his best start of the season. For the Orioles, holy cow! That's a MX $20. I'm not sure how that translates, but either way, Chilo with a super chat. Thanks, Chilo. Here's the button for that.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, Chilo says early super chat for good luck. Let's go O's. Well, thank you, Chilo. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And you know how I feel about wanting to maintain optimism here in the Charm City chat. That's why I'm trying to approach this game with an attitude of let's just go out there, let's show up, and you never know what happens because even the best pitchers can have a bad day, and even pitchers that are struggling can have a good day. We need both, really, to make this work, but it can happen. It can happen, and we're going to hope for that. But thank you so much for the support for the channel there, Chilo. Thanks again.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, so the starting lineups for the visiting Orioles, leading off and playing in right field, Ramon Laureano. Gunnar Henderson's going to DH today and bat second. Ryan Mountcastle will play first base and hit third. Ramon Arias is your cleanup hitter today. He is at third base. Gary Sanchez will bat fifth and do the catching. Dylan Carlson gets a start. He hits sixth and plays center field. Heston Kjerstad is in left field hitting seventh. Jorge Mateo gets a start at shortstop. He'll hit eighth, and Jackson Holliday remains in the lineup at second base, batting ninth. For the home team Tigers, Kerry Carpenter is the designated hitter and leading off. Gleyber Torres at second base will bat second. Zach McKinstry is hitting third and playing in right field. Riley Green is in left field today. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Spencer Torkelson, who's had a very good series and off to a very good start to a season. He is the number 5 hitter at first base. Jace Young will play third and bat sixth. Trey Sweeney. Folks, I'm going to have a bad day calling this game. What are some of the vocal practices? Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Unique New York. Okay. I think I can do this. Dylan Dingler. Sweeney at shortstop batting seventh. Dylan Dingler hits eighth and does the catching. Javier Baez in center field batting ninth. Let me get this game up on the screen here. Make sure that's up and running. You never know, folks. I mean, let's put it this way. Can we at least have a better game than we had last Sunday? Anybody remember how last Sunday went? Easter Sunday, 420. If you had a good 420, maybe you don't remember. That's why I put more emphasis on the 420 part of that day than I do the Easter part. Makes it easier to forget. Let's just do better than that for starters. For starters. Let's just, not let that happen. And we can say, well, better than last Sunday, right? We'll start from there. And again, we'll take this inning by inning, okay? Inning by inning. One batter at a time, one out at a time. You know, this game does have a way of surprising you and evening things out. I do feel like the Orioles should have won one of those 2 games yesterday. I mean, obviously we should have, but when I say should, I mean more to the point, or just, one thing going our way. I feel like we would have gotten one of those games. So maybe the one we're not supposed to win is the one we can win. Man, Skubal's changeup. Opponent's hitting 179 off the changeup. Fastball hitting 286, sinker 231, and the slider, which I would assume he doesn't throw that often, they're hitting 364. But it's the changeup from Skubal that gives opponents headaches, and an off-speed pitch with these Oriole batters, the way they've been swinging, that could be tough. Ramon Laureano is in the box, and he takes a first pitch strike. We're underway, folks. Sunday, final game of the series. And there's that changeup, and it's low. And Laureano chased it, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Just a bit off the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Skubal's mechanics just look flawless. We can tell he means business right out of the gate here. 1-2 pitch. Change up, swung on, missed. No chance for Laureano. That pitch started off the plate, stayed off the plate. It moves, and then it just stops moving before it gets to the zone. And then you think you got to go out there and protect on 0-2, but you can't reach it. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Skubal. Here's Gunnar Henderson, folks.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
See if I can get that scoreboard up for you here. First pitch to Gunnar is a strike. Expect a lot of first pitch strikes from Skubal. He basically puts the ball wherever he wants to. The 0-1. That one's lined into right, and that is a base hit. Gunnar Henderson turns a Skubal pitch around. Pulls it into right center field. A 1-out single. And let's hope that the opportunities we are presented today, we find a way to cash something in. Gunner's on. Turn on the faucet. Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
Big cut at a first pitch. A slider swung on and missed. My sinuses are a bit of a problem. I gotta... excuse me. Mounty's average is down to 215. He's got just the 1 home run and only 5 RBI. We're a month into the season now. As he fouls this pitch back. I mean, a homer and 5 RBI. You would expect that total from Mountcastle after the opening 4-game series in Toronto. With the history track record he's had up there. That is his season total. 0-2 the count on Mounty. 1 out runner at first, and a swing and a miss, and down goes Mounty. Looked like another changeup low and away. Low and away seems to be the place opposing pitchers like to attack Mountcastle, and they have with a lot of success so far this season. 2 down for Ramon Arias. And he pops the first pitch straight up into shallow. Well, don't even call it the outfield. Right on the lip of the grass. Second baseman makes the catch, and the inning is over. Henderson with a base hit. And he's stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the first. The Orioles nothing, and the Tigers coming up. Let's check in with the Charm City chat here and see how folks are doing. Let me just go ahead and tell you right now, if you're here You're a baseball fan. You are a fan. So hats off to you. But things could get a little scary around here today. Just so you know.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Right now it's just a nothing game. No need to freak out yet. Robert El Duderino said he's working, but he wanted to leave a like. Well, thank you, sir. Dingleberry's here. Nothing to lose, right? Look who it is. He's back. BW earned that paycheck this series. Give the man a round of applause. All right. Good job, BW. Baxter, B Ravens. If we win, it's going to be like 3-2, and Kremer has a fantastic game. I wholeheartedly agree. It's going to have to be a soccer score, folks. 3-2, 2-1. Is the great Hambino available? Asks Mike. Chilo's here. Shante. Pigtown Sports is back. Ryan Lust. Doug Noble. Rodney. Robert, if I didn't say your name already. Baxter. Gaming Exchange. Patrick. Sorry, folks. My sinuses are a show. Bill's here. Good to see you, Bill. George, Ken. Here we go. Dean Kremer. Start number 6. He's got a 2-3 record. So every time he's pitched, he's been a pitcher of record. First pitch to Carpenter, who's hitting 280, is upstairs for ball 1. One batter at a time, Dino. That ball's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, I'm the sort of personality, I feel like when I'm put in a situation like this, I play loose, and sometimes I perform better. I hope Dean Kremer feels the same way. That ball's hit well in the right center field and deep. A long run, and he chases it down. Is that Dylan Carlson in center field? Welcome to the outfield, sir. Holy cow. Who's in center? Is that him or Loriano? Who's out there? Who did that? Dylan Carlson. He ran about, I don't know, 80 yards. Chases his ball down and slams up against the wall. Dean Kremer doffs his cap. All right, 1 batter at a time. I don't know how many 400-foot outs we're going to have to make today, but there's the first one. Gleyber Torres has an 0-1 count. Next pitch, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hats off to Dylan Carlson. A lot of real estate out there, and he covered it. 1-1 pitch on the outside edge. Good spot from Kremer there. 1-2. Gleyber hitting 262. Fastball's high. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, we had a highlight today already, folks. We had a highlight right there. Again, we're playing with house money. 2-2 is low. Full count. No home runs, no walks. Maybe we can figure it out. Payoff pitch. That would have been ball 4, but Torres will foul it away. Pitch above the zone. Yeah, let's hope that Carlson catch lights a fire into the team right there. I mean, Kremer with the doff of the cap. Here comes another payoff pitch, and it's off the plate for ball 4. Free pass from Kremer. Zach McKinstry up next. He's got a .325 batting average here a month into the season. Look at these batting averages for Dean Kremer against his various pitches. All but one pitch, batters are hitting 300 against or better. This ball's hit right into center field. Carlson right there in his tracks to make the catch. A one pitch out to get the second out here in the bottom of the first, as McKinstry is retired quickly. And now you got the 1-2 punch of Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson coming up here. Ideally, you split these batters up, get the third out here with Green and get Torkelson leading off the second. There's a curveball on the outside edge for a called strike 1. Good start to this at bat for Kremer. And another breaking ball. This one fouled back, 0-2. Okay, 2 down, 2 strikes. We're taking it one batter at a time, folks. I feel like one of those motivational speakers and one of those people you listen to like on an audio tape while you're driving to work. I'm just going to try to walk you through this, folks. We're going to take it baby steps. Baby steps to the second inning. 1-2 the count on Green, the pitch. Outside 2-2. We're just gonna, jump from one lily pad to the next lily pad. Yes. 2-2 pitch. That one is fouled away. It is still 2-2. Kremer from the belt. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. And baby steps to the second inning. Strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I feel like I'm calling the Masters right now. And then I scream out like it's a UFC fight. That's how I'm calling this game, folks. It's going to be 95% Masters. I'm Jim Nance. 5% Mean Gene Okerlund or something. That's how this is going to work. And it looks like Ramon Arias is going to pick up a bat and head up to the plate. Arias hitting .316 on the season. And he's looking for his first green jacket. And there's a line drive base hit into center field. Yeah, it's going to be like that. Just a nice smooth call with occasional eruptions. Mazzo, what's up, dude? Kremer used to be effective when he mixed his speeds more often. He's moved away from that this year. Yeah, Billy, I got to be honest. I haven't really paid attention to velocity in terms of mixing that up. But that would explain a lot. That was like Kremer from the first half of last year when he changed speeds all the time. So, Billy, all right, you are our velo monitor, okay? You have the official designation. Give us more updates throughout the game. What's Kremer doing with the velocity mix? Because that's the kind of thing I can't really follow in game myself. I'd have to keep those numbers. Okay. He went 86 back to 93. Oh, he threw another one at 93. Oh, that curve was at 79. I just can't. But yeah, Billy, you're on it, buddy. Gary Sanchez. He's got a 1-1 count, folks. He's leading off the second and is swinging a miss on a changeup. Can anybody hit Skubal's changeup is the question. And can Gary hit anybody? He's 0 for 8 off of Skubal lifetime with 3 strikeouts, and he's hitting 107 on the season. You tell me if there's any chance. Up and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is what I'm saying, though. There's no reason Gary Sanchez should get a hit off of Skubal, but if he does, you know something's up today. Swing and a miss, 99 on the heater. And Skubal's already got his 3rd strikeout for the first 4 outs of the game. Dylan Carlson, who made that outstanding catch in center in the previous frame, takes a first pitch fastball that was an inch off the plate, and it's called a strike. If it's borderline, you're just going to have to expect a guy with Skubal's reputation to get the call. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Carlson. Skubal has thrown a first pitch strike to every batter so far. And this one is fouled away. He doesn't waste many pitches either. He gets ahead of hitters and then he just puts them away. Doesn't mess around. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. God, he is nasty. That changeup low and away to right-handers is just unfair. He's done it to about 4 of the first 5 Oriole hitters, or 6 Oriole hitters today. And nobody's even come close to just fouling it off, let alone doing something with it. Heston Kjerstad's up, folks. Strike 1 to him. So first pitch strikes to the first 7 batters of the game. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on the changeup. Kjerstad's average is down to 210. He has not had a good series here at the plate. I say series. I guess I could just say he didn't have a good day yesterday, because yesterday was the series. Doubleheader. 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. 2 down, nobody on, top of the second, no score. Final game between the Tigers and Orioles. Baltimore, like they did in the last series, are trying to avoid a sweep by winning the last game. Kjerstad fouls one off. Still 2-2. Next pitch, and there's that changeup. Devastating. Swing and a miss. Inning over. 5 strikeouts, I think. 4 or 5. Yep, he's up to 5. For 5 of the first 6 outs via the punch out. Oh, boy. Again, we're just going to have to take this one frame at a time, one frame at a time, one frame at a time, ba ba da ba. One frame at a time, one frame at a time. I mean, what are you going to do, folks? Come on, Dino. Match this guy. Let's keep matching. And we dunk one in, and then maybe a stolen base. Maybe they throw the ball away. We just scratch some kind of crazy run. I ain't saying it's going to be pretty. Gunner, Billy? Gunner's the only guy in their lineup today that doesn't have a problem, it seems. It's Adley who's out, it's Westberg who's out, and it's Mullins who's out. Not to mention Tyler O'Neill on the 10-day DL. But we got Gunner. We got that. Hey, Janet. Hey, Janet. Don't make it bad. Take a bad game and make it better. Oh, don't worry. It's not bad yet. No score. In fact, I'll dare to say the longer the game remains scoreless, the better chance we have of winning. Spencer Torkelson takes, there's a well-placed sinker, knee-high on the outside corner for strike one from Kremer. Cutter high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Doesn't seem to want to burn right. Torkelson's average is at 263. He takes upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, I know Dingleberry's enjoying it. Low and away, ball 3. Only one hit in the ball game. That was a single by Gunnar Henderson in the top of the first. 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Torkelson. Second walk given up by Kremer. This one of the leadoff variety, which is not a good thing. Jace Young is coming up. He's 1 for 10 to start the season. 1 for 5 yesterday. Started both games of the doubleheader and was replaced both games with a right-handed bat later on in the game. So just got 5 at-bats between the 2 games yesterday. 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to center. And, oh no, wait. What is the cameraman doing? That ball was hit, I guess, on a soft little pop-up to Jorge Mateo at short. But he was completely out of frame along with the baseball, as the cameraman apparently had a wild Saturday night in Detroit. Cameraman thought the ball was hit, I don't know, 350 feet to center field. Anyway, there's an out. Here's a snap throw by Sanchez, the first after a pitch to get a called strike. Dean Kremer gets ahead of Trey Sweeney. They got Torkelson at first base. He was far off the bag. It was a pretty close play there by Sanchez. 0-1 pitch to Sweeney outside. 1 on, 1 out, and a 1-1 count on Sweeney. That one's low, 2-1. Weather forecast in BW's apartment, partly cloudy. Come on, Blue. I know that was off the plate, but I wanted that call. 3-1 the count. Sweeney hitting .205. Left-handed batter. Pitch. That one, it's fouled away. Full count. What's up, Warren? Malik? And anybody else who's settled in here in the past few minutes, welcome in. Scoreless game right now. Payoff pitch coming to Sweeney, and it's outside ball 4. Third walk by Kremer. Two men on base, both via the walk. One out for Dylan Dingler. I mean, the good news is Kremer hasn't given up a hit yet. The bad news is you have to think eventually he will, and if he keeps walking people, those hits are going to hurt more. That cutter is off the plate for ball 1. To Dingler, hitting .275, 3 homers, 11 driven in. Sanchez out to have a word with Kremer on the mound. Oh, wow. BW is going to get lit here for this Sunday game. I deserve it. I'm approaching my game call the same way this lineup card has been approached today. It's showing up to work, but still kind of calling or phoning it in either way. There's a line drive to first base and no other play. Trying to catch a runner off either first or second. A line drive caught by Mountcastle for the second out. Runners remain at first and second base. And that was right at Mountie, thankfully. 2 down for Javier Baez, who had 3 hits yesterday, which really annoys me. This guy's probably had enough 3-hit games I can count on one hand in the last, probably since becoming a Detroit Tiger. 1-0 pitch, curveball. That one is hit in the left. That one's going to get down and roll all the way up against the wall. The Tigers are going to score at least 1. And here comes another. It's 2-0 Detroit on a 2-out double by Javier Baez. So there you go. I mean, that is, for this game that we're looking at here, that is not your typical 2-run hit. That's a 2-run hit with Skubal on the mound, which basically feels like a grand slam. And 2 walks. Again, what did I say? He hadn't given up a hit yet, but you give up walks. Eventually, that hit is going to come. And when it does, now you're losing 2-zip. Kerry Carpenter up. 0 for 1. And he fouls his pitch away. The count is 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I can't sound all down in the dumps calling this game, folks. I want to have a little bit of fun no matter what is going on. I mean, you know, the game and the results and the way we play, it all means a lot to me. I don't take it lightly, but I like to balance the enjoyment of watching baseball with, you know, having a bit of fun when things aren't going our way. There's a pitch popped up behind home plate. Sanchez with the mask off, and after heading toward the screen, has to back up, but he makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the damage is done. A 2-out, 2-run double by Javier Baez, scoring the 2 walks issued by Kremer in the inning. And that puts the Tigers up 2-0 as we head to the third. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for Baltimore in the third, 2-0 Detroit. Well, we hit 2580 on the sub count. We'll certainly get over 2600 for the upcoming Yankee series. I really do hope we figure it out for that series and at least take 2 out of 3. It would heal a lot of wounds that I'm feeling right now. Just take that Yankee series. It's a long way to go in this season, and we're obviously heading in the wrong direction. If we don't win today, it's a really bad week. But, man, ain't nothing better than beating the Yankees. We've had their number the last couple of seasons. It's a whole different kind of a thing. Folks, if you follow Premier League football, I know I bring it up a lot. What do you want me to do? I used to be a writer covering the sport for a decade for NBC. So if I use these analogies too much, you understand why. But they have these things in the Premier League called derbies, which are basically like, any kind of close proximity rivalry matchup. Let's say Mets versus Yankees, the Battle of New York, the Subway Series or whatever. They have these derby type games, right? Liverpool and Everton is one of the most famous, the Merseyside derby. You have the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham, my Spurs, right? Newcastle and Sunderland is another. That's a Northern England derby there. Jorge Mateo at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count. He's got 1 hit on the season. And this ball is hit to right. Drop in. Just drop in for some reason. It does. It drops in for some reason. Jorge Mateo, with 1 hit on the season, gets a 2nd hit of the season off of the toughest damn pitcher in the American League. He drops one in down the right field line there. And that is a fast runner at first. You better be taken off, buddy. Yes, Chilo, the Manchester Derby is another. So my point is, I didn't use Manchester as an example because those are 2 very successful clubs. But the point is, in any of these derbies, Liverpool and Everton is a good example because Liverpool, at least in recent years, have been a very strong club, while Everton, not so much. But what happens when they play each other is Everton tend to get results, more often than you would expect because the rivalry is so intense. By the way, Jackson Holiday with a 1-1 count. That the players, they just, the energy, the fan base, everybody is so wound up. Holiday with a line drive, caught at short on a dive. Fully stretched out. The shortstop, Trey Sweeney, just robbed Jackson Holiday. Oh, man. That was like the catch Ellie De La Cruz made against us a few games ago, but instead of Ellie going towards second, this is Sweeney diving toward the third base side of the infield to make the catch. Unbelievable. Skubal with a snap throw to first, and Mateo back in there. Oh, man, if Holiday would have gotten that through and Mateo's speed, that would have been nobody out, too fast. There goes Mateo, and he's going to make it. There's no way that... The camera work today has been horrific. Is this the Masson broadcast I'm watching? They are doing a pretty shoddy job with the editing of these shots. But Mateo steals second base, folks. So good on him. That is a runner out there in scoring position with one out for Ramon Laureano, who has an 0-1 count. I gotta update the crawl. Yeah, because tomorrow is the Yankees. Yeah, I gotta update that. Thank you. That ball's hit to second base, and only one play. Laureano will be retired 4-3. Mateo takes third base, but there's two down now. And now the really, 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 really hard part is you got to get the 2-out knock off of Skubal. Gunnar Henderson has a base hit today. He is up there with two down. The pitch just off the plate outside, and good on the umpire for not screwing Gunnar with a first pitch strike call.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
I'll fix that crawl in a minute there, Janet. Thanks for letting me know, though. I would have totally forgot. That pitch is just upstairs. Gunnar, whoa, the ball gets away. Skubal has to hurry off the mound to retrieve it with that speed of Mateo at third. That could have been a disaster for the Tigers. I don't know how far off third Mateo was when that happened. Oh, it was Dingler with the throw back after the pitch. He just spiked it straight into the ground. Okay, we got a 2-0 count. Come on. That's a called strike. Folks, we might not hear a lot of these today with Skubal on the mound, but here's one. Come on, let's hear it. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Change up. I mean, just that change up of hits. I would just go up there looking change up, like, get the timing down. The velocity doesn't fluctuate much. The changeup is 89 miles an hour. So you get the timing of that, and just wherever you see it, just treat it like it's going to be a changeup, and get the bat in that part of, line that bat up. Oh my God. Triple-digit fastball on the outside edge. Skubal blows away Henderson to win the inning. Mateo stranded at third, and that's what an ace does, folks. Skubal gives up, one of those kind of lucky bounce hits that you need in order to beat him, and he gave it up to a guy who only had one hit on the season, and it was to lead off an inning and all that speed, and the best he could do was get to third base, and Skubal just shuts the door down and prevents anything from happening. I mean, he's good. He's just good. He's just good. Oh, let me change that crawl. That is quite the arsenal on Skubal with that fastball changeup combination. It's deadly. And that's just the fastball. That's nothing to do with any of his breaking ball stuff. So tomorrow we're playing the Yankees, right? Is that the deal? What is the deal? Are we actually playing the Yankees tomorrow night? It's actually tomorrow night? What is the deal? What kind of turnout do you think we're going to have, folks? We got to have people show up. Okay, so 6:35 start time all 3 nights. And so I'll go on the air 6:20, 15-minute pregame for these Yankee games. The 6:20 Sagano versus Warren. Let's go in there and update that. The Yanks. Sagano versus Warren. First pitch of the bottom of the third is a breaking ball to Gleyber Torres, inside ball 1. There's a pitch that Torres tried to check his swing, but he went around. 1-1 the count. What time did I say? 6:20. I'm going on 6:20. All right. Next pitch is right on the outside edge for a called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gleyber Torres, leading off the bottom of the third. He walked his first time up. That one's hit on the ground. The gunner, Mateo. Sorry, I was already saying Gunner's name before the camera even panned up. Folks, I know I can confuse players. I'm not going to confuse Gunnar Henderson for Jorge Mateo. That was just lazy, relying on muscle memory kind of a reaction. Mateo makes the play, though. First out of the inning, bottom of the third. Zach McKinstry looks at a called strike on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Where are you at, KPX? Have you made it known where you are? Are you where you normally are? Are you traveling? Where the hell are you? Where it's so damn nice. 1-1 pitch inside, 2 balls and a strike. What's up, David? How you been, buddy? Hey, you've gotten off easy, man. There haven't been a whole lot of dollar for dinger moments this season, have there? Since opening day. At this point, I think you'd be safe with a run. Dollar for a run. This ball is hit in the air to center, and Carlson does not have to move very far to make the catch. 2 down. Demented and sad, but funny. Yeah. Dollar for a hit. Dollar for every Gary Sanchez hit, folks. David has made a commitment. So far, he's in the hole $2 on the season. Riley Green at the plate. 1-0 the count. Next pitch is low on a curveball, 2-0. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the third. Empty bullpen. I'm not sure why they're showing it. There's a called strike, 2-1. So yeah, there it is. Against the Yanks tomorrow, Tomoyuki Sagano against Will Warren. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Coverage starts at 6:20 p.m. Eastern, folks. Yankees for the first time this season. I don't care what the hell they've been doing. I don't care what the hell we've been doing. It's our yard. We come, we show up. We heckle the Yankee fan base and the players on the field there, and we do our job as fans. There's a swing and a miss. Kremer strikes out Riley Green on Uncle Charlie.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
It's just a damn shame. He's given up one hit. But comes with 2 out, and he walked 2 guys in an inning, and it brought in those guys. And that's why it's 2-0 Tigers. What's his pitch count? It's not very unhealthy at all. It's pretty it'd be pretty healthy here. Let me take a look. I'm in the schedule department looking at pitching matchups coming up against the Yankees. He is where is he? Where the hell is he? 53 pitches through 3 innings. I mean, it's under 60. It's under 20 an inning. It's around what you'd expect. A situation where he can definitely go 5, and if he can bring that count down a little bit, he can go 6. And we need him to go 6, because if he gives up like 4 or 5 runs, I don't know how we're going to make up that against Skubal. So if we're going to win this game, he's going to have to go 6, I would think. I need look, folks, I know this is not good for... You know what? I'll just take myself off camera. I got this little roach left of Special Lucky. I'm just gonna hit this thing off cam for a minute, because it's just sometimes I'll catch the replay of the stream, see myself hitting these small roaches and looking like the pothead I am, I guess. Here's Ryan Mountcastle, and he takes low on a knuckle curve from Skubal. I haven't seen many of those today.
Okay, mount up.
Next pitch is outside, 2-0. All right. '40th pitch. Pitch number 41 here. Line drive, and it's stabbed at third by Jace Young. He gets up, throws the first in time. Damn it, man. Detroit's going to play defense like that. I don't know how the hell we're going to win. I mean, damn, that was hit hard. Oh, what a stop by Young. Gets up and throws out Mountcastle. Damn. That was a 106 off the bat from Mountie. Ramon Arias at the plate. He's got an 0-1 count. And he takes inside 1-1.
I have a brother.
I know I'm good. It's just, when you're sitting there hitting a little half-inch roach, holding it to your lips, you look like a crackhead. At least that's how I feel looking at myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not good optics, Like, if you're just tuning in to my channel for the first time and you're seeing something like that. 2-2 on Ramon Arias. Next pitch. There's that chain. Oh, it was a slider. Okay. Arias able to lay off. Full count. Come on, we need a bugle. Come on. Come on, Ramon. Payoff pitch. And he lifts it in the left. Drop in there. It does. Ramon. Ramon. I love you, Ramon. I love you. God, with that first batter of the inning, that should have been a base hit in the left field. Hit hard by Mountie. Now Ramon would have made it 2 on and nobody out. But it's 1 out and runner at first. But he's there. Gary Sanchez is up. And a swing and a foul. 0-1. Remember, David in France, if you're still here, $1 for every Gary Sanchez hit. Wait. Sanchez is hit by a pitch. I think that technically counts for every Gary Sanchez hit. His name is Gary Sanchez, and he's been hit. Sanchez will take first base. Now, how big is that defensive play by Jace Young to begin the inning? It would be bases loaded, nobody out right now. Are we sure that hit Sanchez, though? I don't know, but here's Dylan Carlson, 2 on with 1 out. Dylan, you son of a... We need a big hit, dude. We need a big hit. I took a big hit off this roach. We need you to take a big hit. 1-1. That pitch is low. David actually did it. Gary Sanchez hit by pitch. $1 for a hit by pitch.
Message for you, son.
Line drive, opposite field, caught at first base. Oh no, it's on a bounce. And they go for a double play ball. They go to second, they get the one runner, but they can't get the relay back. I thought that was caught on the line, and they were going to double up somebody that way. That will go down as a fielder's choice. So at least the slowest runner on the bases, Sanchez, is off. Whoa, that's wait, we're safe. Oh yeah, okay. He's called safe there. So first and third, 2 down, and it's going to be up to Kerstad to get the big hit, folks. If you don't mind, right now. Oh, except for Sly Stallone, he's allowed to talk.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
That's for David in France. $1 for a hit by pitch, folks. What a great organization, you know. You got all of those great charities and organizations. We're helping in our own way. It's $1 for a hit batter. Called strike 2 to Kerstad. And it is 2 down, 2 on, 2 strikes. The 0-2 is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ken says we need a pitcher like Skubal. Well, Ken, I got news for you. There's about 24 teams that don't have a pitcher like Skubal because he's a top 5 pitcher in the game. There's no doubt about it. Perhaps top 3. Depends on who you want to talk to or how long of a sample size you want. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is killing it now for the Dodgers. You're talking about recency bias. People might say he's the best in the game right now. But Skubal's definitely been swing and a miss. Kerstad goes down. 2 runners left on base. And it's just going to yeah. We're facing Skubal, and we've left twice as many men on as the Tigers. We've left 4 men on through the first 4 innings. And the Tigers have only left 2 on while scoring 2. That's the story of the game right there. And when you're playing this guy, you can't win that way. You can win maybe in the late innings once you get in each other's bullpen, but of course, Skubal, another appealing part of his makeup is this guy will give you 7 innings easy. If you need him to go into the 8th, he'll probably do that too. So there won't be a lot of bullpen. Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-0 Detroit. Ken's just dreaming. Dream. Dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I am blue. Like right now, and I want runs, but I don't know how. Whenever I'm watching my Orioles, I dream. Dream, dream, dream. Where's Corbin Burns? Where's our ace? Where's any good pitcher? In any place, whenever I'm watching, all that I can do is dream. I can watch every game, and it's always the same, waiting for our true ace. Only trouble is, gee whiz, there's none to be found any place. I'll watch all day. I don't care, this is my team. And I will share all of the pain and all the misery. I dream. Dream, 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 dream. There's a fly ball to right center for the first out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Jace Young coming up. Dean Kremer on 56 pitches. All hurt. Oh, don't make me do a parody of Johnny Cash's Hurt. That is foul back by Young. I hurt myself today watching the Orioles. I focus on the pain. Yeah, I'll leave that song for another game. All right. 0-2 is in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Charlie Morton's hurt. 1-2 pitch. Popped up shallow on the infield. And Mateo makes the catch for the second out. And you can have it all. My 0-6 record. My +10 ERA. My $15 million. If I could pitch again, About 10 years ago, maybe I could help. Oh, Jesus Christ. Trey Sweeney with a 1-1 count. Bases empty, 2 down, bottom of the 4th. That pitch is high. 2-1. That one is foul back. 2-2 on Sweeney. He walked his first time up. BW, sorry. What happened? What's the apology for? Orioles have a lot of works to do. There's a strikeout. Hey, Strike-a-Rooney. I like how right now I'm looking at my monitor and it's just a white empty board. Okay, there it goes. It's just I'm not there and just a white box. What a great presentation.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
There's the box. And I guess here's me. How you doing, everybody? I'm just chilling back here. Chilling like Dylan. I wonder how cringe that parody song Made Up on the Spot is going to sound on replay. Wait, I already forgot. Oh, Dream. Yeah. That's Everly Brothers, right? Everly Brothers with that tune? Or is it Doobie? Is it Doobie Brothers? I think it's Everly Brothers. Not the Doobie Brothers, right? Smothers Brothers? Hell if I don't know. Whatever. I need a lucky, folks. It was a gem. Oh, let's not go too far. I'm too old to qualify for American Idol. Bacon Brothers. I've actually seen them a couple times. They play the 9:30 Club once or twice. Actually, no, I saw once there and once at some venue in South Carolina. You know, you have Kevin Bacon and his brother, whose name I still don't know, and I'm 48 in about 4 weeks. Oh shit! Make it about 3 weeks. Damn, folks, your boy's turning 48 in like 3 weeks. And we got the 200th consecutive streak game call in about the same time. Jorge Mateo. So you know what, folks? That's just going to be one big blast. I can't milk both occasions, but you know what? I'm going to milk the hell out of the fact that they're all kind of happening at once. BW's birthday / 200th consecutive game played streak. And I mean calling the game. Yeah, Ken, and at this point, I haven't worked there in forever. I got unceremoniously let go / put on some kind of stupid probation or something and never returned thing, going back to 2008. So it's been 17 years, but I was there from 01 to 08, 8 years. My goodness, big laugh coming out of the Masson booth. I barely have the volume on. I like to have it just to where the crack of the bat is what I hear the most. Like right there as Mateo hits a sharp grounder in the left. Folks, Jorge Mateo has his second hit of the day off of Skubal. Again, it may not be enough. It may be too much to ask, I should say, for one of those like, hey, it's baseball, you never know, and we somehow beat Skubal. But this is clearly an example of, hey, it's baseball, you never know. Jorge, I've got one hit on the season. Mateo gets a pair of hits off of Skubal. That's baseball, folks. That is baseball right there. Jackson Holiday takes a strike at the top of the zone. Yeah, absolutely. Good for Mateo. And you know what? We need to get a run here. Get in the scoring position. I mean, you got to consider who you're facing here. And you got to take the one run if you can get it. And your best chance of scoring is to get in the scoring position now and give yourself 3 shots at getting them in. There's a called strike to Holiday. And then if he got in the position now before Holiday's retired, Holiday could get him to third with the one down. I would be aggressive in this spot. It's a 1-2 count. Mateo, check on him. He's back standing. One ball and 2 strikes on Holiday. 0 for 1 today. Come on, we just need something. Come on, Mateo's leaning a little bit. He doesn't go, and Holiday strikes out. On the changeup again. Again, Skubal with the changeup, the put away pitch. Perfectly spotted on the outside corner. It would have been called a strike and most likely. Ramon Laureano's up.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
Pitch taken inside for ball 1. Laureano is showing a little bit more that he's got that pop in his bat. He can get into one. He fouls that one off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, John, when it was that 2-out hit by Baez, like I said, it felt like a grand slam. That's every run that you give up when you're facing Skubal, it really is like you have to just double it. There goes Mateo. And the throwdown is late. Mateo swipes second base. Laureano, meanwhile, with a 1-2 count. 5th steal for Mateo on the season, which I think now gets him back into a tie with Mullins for the team lead. So 2 shots at just trying to doink a ball somewhere. Here is the next pitch to Laureano. It's high, and he's got a 2-2 count. It's bugle time, folks. Come on. I want what I want. Hey, what am I? Am I dude from Tool here? I want what I want. I've turned into Maynard. I want what I want. We got a full count on Laureano. Mateo at second, 1 out. And Skubal steps off the mound. Come on, Laureano. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. 99 on the heater. God. The fastball just explodes. It's so hard to react to it. You got to basically guess fastball if you want to hit it, but you can't guess fastball because of that changeup. It looks like it's coming at you like the fastball. Wait a minute, Gunner. The ball is caught on the run and foul ground by Riley Green to end the inning. Gunnar Henderson, first pitch swinging, opposite field. It was slicing away from the fielder, but Riley Green chases it down. Even if it dropped in, it would have been a foul ball. And the inning is over. The Orioles, through 5 innings, have left 5 men on base, 4 hits against Skubal, but they can't get a run in. Halfway through, it's the Tigers 2 and the Orioles nothing. You're the fat girl from Willow Wonka. Huh? Who? Me? Who are you talking? What? First of all, wait a minute. Bill, we got to figure out. I haven't been following. That just sounds like a straight up insult at your boy. Are you calling me a big fat round blueberry or whatever? What are we talking about? Yes, William Wonka III, Esquire. What do you mean I'm the fat girl from Willy Wonka? What you talking about, Willis? Hey, fat girl, come here. Are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. You want what you want. Oh, the I want what I want. Yeah, see, I was going with the Tool, you know, the 90s, like industrial, like alternative, edgy rock. I was going with that reference. You went Willy Wonka. I went with Tool. Which, you know, when you think about it, aren't too far apart, especially when Gene Wilder takes the group down the tunnel there. I need a lucky. Here is a ground ball to Mateo on the first pitch in the bottom of the 5th by Dylan Dingler, and he will be retired. Mateo 6-3, 1 out for Kremer. God, why has he got to give up that damn 2-out hit? Why did he have to walk 2 guys? Why? Here comes Baez. I'm having anger management issues. Fire the manager. First pitch is a strike. One pitch. Outside, 2-1 on Javier Baez.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Ain't that right, Mr. Hyde? Swing and a miss, 2-2. Or did he get a piece? Did he foul it off a little bit? Either way, 2-2 the count on Baez. Two. Oompa, oompa, doopa-dee-doo. I've got another puzzle for you. What do you get when Charlie Morton starts? Nothing but pain and broken hearts. Oompa, oompa, doopa-dee-doo. Payoff pitch is low and away, ball 4 to Baez. Hey, JJ. How you doing there, buddy? Welcome in. BW's just testing out a bunch of mediocre impressions. It's another night of mediocre impressions. It's 2-0, but it's Skubal, so it feels like 5-0 we're down right now. Kerry Carpenter at the plate, and that is ball 1 on the pitch in the dirt. Sanchez able to keep the runner at first where he is. Carpenter 0 for 2. How many rounds are in this NFL draft? Aren't there like 7 rounds? Why is it like this drawn out 3-day affair? They could do it in one night. Baseball's got like 30 rounds. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's one of the things about the NFL I just honestly don't like. They have to elevate everything to make it like so damn like. Believe me, in the 70s, they weren't spending 3 days. Yeah, I'm explaining why. Not only do I know, I'm explaining. Yeah. Ad revenue. Yeah, the hype. Get everybody invested. Watch more betting ads. Whatever. Again, it's just unappealing. Here's a ball hit to right. And it's caught on the run by Laureano. Baez is going to tag and try to go to second, and he will get there safely. That's classic Javi Baez. He will find an extra base on you any way he can. 2 down, runner at second. So, yeah, I mean, you know, if you want to do like a first night, first round, you know, have like this thing where you spend 20 minutes building up the pick and you got these little backstories on the players and all these, you know, pro draft dudes get to do all their breakdowns and what, you know, but I mean, it's 7 rounds. Get over yourselves, people. NBA draft is now 2. What do they have? Like 5 rounds? What are they doing? Come on, people. Next thing you know, like the combine is going to be a national holiday. I mean, Gleyber Torres at the plate, and that ball smoked in the left for a base hit with 2 down. Baez taking that extra base is now going to score. Meanwhile, throw down a second, and they nail Mr. Greedy over there, Gleyber Torres, to win the inning. The Tigers make it 3-0 on a 2-out hit by Torres. And nice play to nail him at second to win the inning. But again, we're facing Skubal. The Tigers have 2 hits, and those 2 hits have driven in the 3 runs. Meanwhile, we've got 4 hits and no runs. Not a good recipe against Skubal. We go to the 6th, 3-0 Detroit. Oh, NBA draft is 2 rounds, and they have it over 2 days. Yeah. Well, that's as far as they can stretch it, right? Can you imagine if it comes to a point where they make the first round a 2-day event? Tune in tomorrow for picks 16 through 30. Exciting. Yeah, it's just, you know, give me a break, folks. I am so happy to be growing into the old fart. Like, back in my day, you know, in my time, we didn't do this kind of stupid stuff. I'm 47 and I'm embracing it. You know, if I lived another 30 years, you know, I'm like one of those actors in Hollywood that like has always been old. You know, like a Wilford Brimley. You realize Wilford Brimley in the movie Cocoon where he's living in a retirement home community with the likes of Don Amici and Jessica Tandy, who are in their like mid-80s. Wilford Brimley was like 49 years old in that movie. Wilford Brimley was just old forever. He spent 80% of his life old. That's how I'm doing it, folks. You hear me? Yeah, I had my time in my youth, and I spent it pretty damn well, I got to tell you. Packed in a lot of memories in there. I'm going to spend the next 50 years complaining about how things used to be better. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch swung on and missed. Skubal is on 74 pitches. That one's off the plate, 1-1. AJ, if you're still around, as always, drop your link in the chat if you'd like. Your game on later, or is it already over? Can't be over already. 2-1 the count on Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a foul ball, 2-2.
Okay, mount up.
Mount up, Mountie. That pitch is fouled away. Still 2-2 on Mountcastle. I still can't get over that they've turned the NFL draft into a 3-day event now. That is just so unnecessary. And the fact that the first day is just one round. One round? Got to sit there for some 3.5-hour show for your one pick. There's a hard hit ball, but right to short. Oh, that ball was bounced to first, but it's picked over there by Torkelson. Sweeney nearly threw the ball away. He was bailed out by Torkelson there. 1 out for Lemon Orioles.
I have a brother.
Pitch is up and in for ball 1. Wake up! Mazzo wants me to do my Zach De La Rocha impression. I don't think I have it in me. Not after calling that doubleheader yesterday. Two 2-0 on Arias. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th. Called strike. Do my low pen. Are you talking about the girl with the green eyes? I must have a girl with green eyes. It's very important. That low pan? 2-1 pitch. That is just off the plate, 3-1. Urias is 1 for 2. Pitch. That is fouled away. Full count. How about $1 per impression? Can we get that started in the Charm City chat? I mean, come on, folks. If I'm working a street corner, you're throwing a buck into the hat for all these little things I'm doing, right? I'm like a dancing monkey over here. Swing and a miss. Down goes Arias. 2 away. Dance, monkey, dance. Gary Sanchez, folks. Speaking of donations, Sanchez hit by a pitch his last time up, and it earned your boy $1. Hey, Gary, no offense. Can you take one on the tush? I need to double my super chats today. That pitch is called a strike, 1-1.
This is torture, Maso, because you're in the pits of despair. Don't even think about...
Don't even think about trying to leave, okay? No one ever gets out. One and two the count. You want it? You got it.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
Sanchez hits one down the left field line. If it's fair, it could be gone. It is foul and not gone. Why would it go? Why would it go? Why would it go? Oh, Sanchez, a little bit to the right, a little bit farther, and he's got a home run, but it's short and to the left. Sanchez with a JFK foul ball. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Swing and a miss, and down goes Sanchez, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 3-0 Tigers. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. All right. God blew Big Jim, you might be right the first time. God blew me. I don't know. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. Geez. But I appreciate it, Big Jim. I appreciate it. Big Jim. Big Jim. I need a name like that, man. That name, that's an alpha name right there. You don't mess with a guy named Big Jim. I tell you what. I just came in and I immediately heard a Zapruder reference. I know. Stay tuned, folks. Next half inning, we'll go over the magic bullet theory. What do you want me to tell you, folks? We're facing Skubal. We got no runs. There's your story. What's up, Bartman? How you doing? Hey, folks, if you're ever wondering why some of us in the Charm City chat have binoculars, it's because they're, magic members. They support the channel.
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
Or they were gifted the binoculars by me, one way or the other. If you want a pair and support the channel for what amounts to 17 cents a ball game, hit that little dollar bill icon down there where the emoji icon is and whatever, and get a membership. Get yourself some binoculars. Or you can gift one to somebody else. Don't worry about me. Hook somebody else up. 1 ball, 1 strike on Zach McKinstry leading out the bottom of the sixth. Kremer's on 80 pitches. And that ball's fouled away, 1-2. Don't forget to drop a like. But if you do drop a like, pick it up. Don't leave it there. Very rude, especially if you're over at somebody's house. Pitch is up and away, 2-2. Here's your stinking like. You and you YouTubers and your likes. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Sanchez tags the batter, but maybe the umpire says foul ball, I guess. Sanchez thought he had strike 3. It's a foul ball, 2-2. Oh, why I oughta. Put him up, Logan. Put him up, put him up. That's right. I know how to take you on. Put him up. 2-2. Swing and another foul ball. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask on the old Lone Ranger. And you don't mess around with Jim. A big bad Jim. Pitch in the dirt, full count on McKinstry. Leading off the bottom of the 6th. Kremer up to 86 pitches. This will be his final inning of work. Just a matter of whether or not he'll finish the inning. Payoff pitch. That is swung on and fouled away. Another pitch coming. Long at bat here for McKinstry. We are coming home tomorrow night, folks. Playing the Yankees. Pitch number 10 here. That ball is hit to right. Long run, and that is going to get down. Laureano gets it in quick towards second. McKinstry slides in safely with a leadoff double off Dean Kremer. Think it's time to get this pin up and going. And, yeah. You know what sucks is we really should have just used Bautista yesterday, because now it feels like we have to use him today because he hasn't seen much action this weekend. But if we use him today, that makes him unavailable tomorrow, which means you'd have him for game 2 of the Yankees series, but then that means he's not available for game 3 because of this whole back-to-back game can't pitch situation. I want Bautista available for 2 of the 3 games. So even though he should get into the game today, that ball's hit down to the corner by Riley Green, but foul. I would rather make sure we keep Bautista off the mound today. I mean, if we're going to do that thing where we start the game with a reliever, hell, I know it sounds nuts, but what if we just started game 1 with Bautista on the mound first to get through the first inning, get the likes of Aaron Judge out, and then you bring Sagano on. And then you're like, well, who's going to, close the door if we are winning late? We'll figure it out. That ball's lifted to right, and Laureano is right there for the catch. Runner at second tags. Laureano's got a strong arm. The throw is in, and it is a close one, but the runner is safe. Cora pointing at, is it Westberg at third? As if to say he didn't have the ball secured in his glove for the tag anyway. But man, I tell you, Laureano's got a rocket for an arm. And sometimes deadly accurate as well. It is a productive out for the Tigers. They get a runner now to third, only one out, and Torkelson's coming up. And I would not give him much to hit here. The infield is in. I would not. That pitch is way off the plate for ball one. That first pitch tells me Kremer doesn't want to go after Torkelson either. I don't blame him. First base is open. Pitch. That one's popped up. Oh, stay in play. Stay in play. Yes, Sanchez with the catch up against the screen for the second out. Right straight back on the backstop. Just enough room. Again, a lot of foul ground here in Detroit. Big second out. Runner stays at third. Jace Young is up next. The left-handed bat. And for now, Kremer is going to be out there to face him and try to get through 6. It would be a quality start if he gets this final out here. Young 0 for 2. And a curveball low and in. 1-0. From the belt. This pitch is swung on and fouled away. Another curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me. I got to close this door behind me, folks. I'll be back in just a moment here. Where's the camera? Right back. The 1-1 pitch. That one is fisted off the bat, and it's going to dump in the center field for a base hit to score a run. I tell you what, folks. That ball was not hit well at all, but the Tigers get another run on the board with a 2-out hit on a broken bat hit by Jace Young. Ugh. 4-0 Tigers. And here comes Brandon Hyde. Kremer's day is over. He faced one batter too many, in my opinion, with that lefty bat up. But, I mean, broken bat. Broken bat bloop. A broken bat bloop. Okay, I think I'm back on. Looks like we had a dropout there with the internet connection, folks. Sorry about that. Looks like I messed up the scoreboard as well. All kinds of shenanigans going on around here. What the hell happened? That's more like it. Or maybe not quite like it. Oh boy. I tell you what, folks. I'm ready to roll back over in the bed. That was weird, man. How, the Wi-Fi drops out once in a while. It happens. Oh, you know what? That probably means I need to refresh the game. I'm sitting over here waiting for it to come back from commercial break, but probably just sitting here frozen after that Wi-Fi dropout. Game's probably back on already. Now what? What are you doing now? What is the problem now? Hey, folks, you ever notice that in your day-to-day life that it's just a never-ending series of problems? Cino Perez is on the pitch. And what happened? First battery face hits a ball up the middle for a base hit, and now first and third, 2 down. Okay, there you go. Cino Perez comes on, throws 1 pitch, gives up a hit. First and third for the Tigers, 2 away for Dylan Dingler. Pitch. Outside, ball 1. Everything about the lineup and the bullpen used today, at least with the first guy we've chosen to come in here, just screams to me that Brandon Hyde is doing everything he can to have the best players available for as much as possible to help win as many games as possible for this upcoming series against the Yankees, and I can't argue it. That ball's hit hard in the right on the ground. A base hit. Run number 5 scores for the Tigers, and this game is getting out of reach. And now we got a ball getting away, but guess what? It's a rundown, and we execute it. Who is that? Trey Sweeney. I don't know if Jordan Westberg tricked him into thinking the ball had gotten away, but Sweeney, with a throw in toward third, immediately got up and headed for home, but Westberg was right there behind him, chasing him down. Tiger manager wants to talk to the ump about it. Maybe thinking Westberg was interfering with the runner. But there's not much argument there. That's just a heads-up play by Westberg to get the final out of the inning. Running down Trey Sweeney at home plate. Nice play there, Westy.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Folks, I am dead tired. I am so low energy. If we could do something, it would provide the spark I need to get me over the hump. But, man, when we're sitting here looking at a goose egg, boy, we're coming up on 2:30 a.m. my time. I need to roll over, Beethoven. It really is the craziest part about it. I think if I lived back in the States and I committed to calling every single game, no matter when it was or whatever, I think that itself was impressive. But the fact that I do this living out here in Thailand, with the hours I'm doing it, and just like the complete upside down schedule it takes in order to pull it off, it really is just pretty damn insane. On the one hand, you could say, hey, that's pretty admirable there, BW. That's dedication. But I could also see someone else going, you know what? You're absolutely out of your frickin' mind, dude. What are you doing? This can't be healthy. You're sitting in a torture chair in the middle of the night, every night, watching Charlie Morton pitch every 5 days. What are you doing to yourself? All right. 7th inning. One thing you can't accuse me of being is some kind of fair weather or casual fan. I am bleeding orange and black till the day I die. Carlson, Kerstad, and Mateo, bottom of the order, due up for the Orioles. I'm sure Skubal's going to pitch a 7th inning, and then that'll probably be it. Pretty nice looking day. You know, Detroit really looks like a beautiful city from the vantage point of this ballpark. Why is it every other vantage point of Detroit? Oh, Skubal's done. Folks, Skubal only goes 6. I repeat, Skubal only goes 6. We get 9 outs against the bullpen. And Arias pops up a bunt? One out for Kjerstad. Called a strike. Next pitch is called a strike, even though it's 2 inches inside, 0-2. Yo, I'm about to crawl up on my ceiling and just etch in the phrase Brooks was here and call it a day, if you know what I mean. Holy cow. We need something fun, something positive, something. 1-2 on Kjerstad. Low for ball 2. Ramon. Been the one of 2 guys in this lineup that's been pretty damn reliable with the bat. We're down 5. If you were a guy that had a reputation of bunting with success at all, I'm not going to sit here and question it. But, dude, you don't have that reputation. You popped it up on 1 pitch to make an out. Here's a slider swung on and missed, and down goes Kjerstad, who's had a forgettable weekend in Detroit. Skubal's final line, 6 innings, no walks, 11 strikeouts, 4 hits. Can you imagine having a score line like that from your pitcher? Here's Jorge Mateo. He takes a strike. He had most of the damage. 2 hits off of Skubal. That is a pitch off the plate, 1-1. Slider stays off the plate, 2-1. Why was Arias bunting? Grant Wolfram is up, and Mateo goes around on that pitch. They had a 2-1 count on the board, but apparently that's strike 3, and the inning is over. We head now to the bottom of the 7th. And folks, the most low-key version of this tradition you've ever seen in your entire life, folks. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
I hurt myself today to see if I can still watch. I focus on the team. It's really hard to watch. The bats, they just can't swing. The pitching's a little suspect. Oh my God. This has been a rough week, man. Yeah, I picked the wrong decade. I picked the wrong decade to quit a lot of vices. I kick your root down. I give my root down. I kick your root down. I put root down. I say, how you want to kick it? Gonna kick your root down. There's Detroit. Frank, I am on fumes, my friend. I am on fumes. Got like this vitamin C drink thing right here that I'm hoping gives me a little bit of pep. But we'll get through this thing together. And of course, the Masson team is going to focus on Mateo's 2 hits today. Oh, yeah. You know that's going to be all about that. You think Brandon Hyde might mention Mateo's 2 hits in the press conference today? Who here wants it? I will give somebody 10,000 to 1 odds. If you want to guess, Brandon Hyde does not bring up Mateo's 2 hits. I will bet you. And if I'm right, I win $1. If you're right, you win 10 grand. Who wants the bet? Grant Wolfram is on the mound. I'm not saying he has no reason to bring it up, but it's just like, that's going to be like the focus. There's a called strike at the bottom of the zone to Javi Baez. Wolf Ram. Sounds like some sort of crossbreeding human centipede situation. That ball's stroked to right center and down for a hit. So Wolfram gives up a leadoff single. Javi Baez has had himself quite the 24 hours here. He has gotten a lot of hits in these 3 games. Justin Henry Malloy is going to pinch hit for Kerry Carpenter, taking over the DH spot. Right-handed bat against the lefty Wolfram, and the first pitch is low. 5-0 Tigers, bottom of the 7th. I am ready to go to sleep. Fouled away off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. I need to get a sound drop of that song from the Lost Boys. I still believe. With the saxophone guy. Beep, beep, beep. I still believe. I'm not sure if I will get away with it, though, without a copyright problem. 2-1 pitch. There goes the runner, and the throw down is off the glove of Holiday. Rolls past the bag a little bit, but Javi Baez just has suddenly found the old version of himself, the all-star version of Javi Baez, the player Detroit thought they were getting when they brought him over from the Cubs. He's been taking extra bases. He's got steals. He's got hits. That pitch is way off the plate from Wolfram for ball 4. And this looks like it's going to get ugly fast. Wolfram doesn't look like he's got it. Haven't seen much out of Wolfram in 2 appearances so far that's made me look like I'm very impressed. Drew French is out to talk to him. Labor Torres due up next. 2 on, nobody out. 5-0 Tigers. And I gotta get up. I gotta move my back. I gotta. I'll be back in a sec. All right, first pitch to Glaber, foul back. Torres is 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI single. 270 on the season right now. 0-1 pitch is way outside. Man, Wolfram, what are you throwing, dude? Oh, boy, I'm not seeing much from this dude. It's impressing me. That one's up and away, 2-1. Not sure if Wolfram knows where these pitchers are going. Two one. That one's stroked to left. That will get down for extra bases and score at least 1 run. Nobody out in the inning, but they're going to send the second runner in anyway. Malloy scores. It's a 2-run double, 7-0 Detroit. Still nobody out in the inning. And Wolfram has come in and looked like ass. Sorry, I'm using technical jargon that you might not be familiar with. It's inside baseball stuff. It's a joke. Somebody tell me the punchline. Punchline is he owns the bar. Oh, and 2 on McKinstry. Still nobody out. I mean, I'm telling you what's going on here, folks. Brandon Hyde is not going to use. He already knew which pitchers were going to pitch in this game. Didn't matter. If it was close, if it was out of reach. He just figured, look, our chances of beating Skubal are slim to none. I'm looking at the Yankees series. I want to preserve all my best bullpen arms. Let's see Perez and this Wolfram guy eat some innings late. And that way my best pitchers are available for the upcoming series to pitch at least 2 of the 3 games. That's the idea behind it. He's punting on this game. And honestly, if there was one game, I'm not about punting, but I get it here. You're facing Skubal. You got 3 heavy batters out of the lineup for one reason or another already. And yeah, the head-to-head results against the Yankees have more meaning game in, game out than any one game against Detroit. That ball is hit to center field by Riley Green. Going to be caught. Runner at second will get to third base with 2 down. 2 out in the 7th. 7-0 Tigers. Torres at third base. Riley Green flies out. So sometimes Brandon Hyde does make decisions where you might look at it and go, what the hell are you doing? You're not even trying. But there is sometimes a reason for it, and I see it here for this one. There's been a couple of games, though, already in this season where it felt like he was kind of, conceding way too early in a situation where there was no real benefit to doing it. Here's a pop-up to Mateo. He's got it on the infield for the final out. We go to the 8th. Tigers have added on, and now we're down a touchdown. 7-0 Lions over the Ravens. Jonte Wolfram is pitching. Wolfram was brought up from AAA, and he's, I guess, the best left-handed option in the AAA. Where the hell they play? Not Bowie. I can't think of it. Where's their AAA team? Norfolk. Sorry. Anyway, apparently in Norfolk, this is the best lefty arm out of the pen we got. So they thought maybe they'd give him a look. And so far, not so good. Didn't look good in AAA. He had a ERA over 8 in Norfolk. Why they thought it would be better here, I'm not sure. Maybe they brought him up again just to get a couple innings out of an arm that they don't have any plan on using for the Yankee series. Here's the deal, Brandon. You did all this, but we better win that Yankee series. We better take 2 at least. Because we just got swept in Detroit. If you're telling me we have to get swept in Detroit in order to set ourselves up to do well against the Yankees, then you better damn well do it. Jackson Holiday's coming up. Gunter is still on the pitch for the Tigers. Jackson 0 for 2. I mean, he's just getting his third at-bat of the day here in the 8th inning. And he takes low for ball 1. I feel like I don't know if I can go right to sleep after this, though, because I'm starting to feel hungry, and I can't go to sleep hungry, which means I have to go down to the 7-Eleven. And if I do that and come back and have a meal, then I'll probably wake up. Next thing you know, the sun's like an hour away from coming. I don't know what to do, folks. This schedule is just, it's brutal. It's so much more tolerable when the team is competitive and winning and making you smile, 4 times out of 7 games. But right now, as Holiday strikes out, first out in the 8th. Right now, man, your boy's morale is low. Low, 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 low. Parking lot. I remember you coming in this same stream like an hour ago asking the same question. Let me guess. The O's are losing, right? Is this like, are you like Kremer? Is this part of our our comedy act. Pop in every hour. Let me guess, the O's are losing. I remember you doing this like an hour ago, parking lot. Is this your thing? Oh, boy. I know it's a shocker. We're losing to Skubal. 2-1 pitch is low and in. But they don't have Lucky Charms in Thailand, unfortunately. The only American cereals I could find were Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes. There's a line drive, base hit by Laureano. His first hit of the ball game. Yeah, see, parking lot, that's what I pick up from you. You seem to be the sort that wants to come in and just drop comments like that. Hey, guys, losing again, right? Let me guess, losing? 100-loss season incoming. All right, we get it, parking lot. I don't know. Come back in an hour. Check in again when we're still losing and tell us the same thing for the next 138 games. It's a long season, dude. It's still... Hold on. Let me make sure. I got to check my watch here. Yeah, it's still April. Oh, they're always after me, Lucky Charms. 1-1 on Gunnar Henderson. Runner at first. Pitch is outside, 2-1. I hate to say this, but if they fall 15 games below... 15. If it's 15 below, yeah, I'd have to agree with you. That ball's hit to second, could be 2, and Gunnar Henderson hits into a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the 8th coming up. We're down a touchdown. Again, at this point. You know what this is doing is at least it's starting. I'm starting to build up what they call, what do you call it? What's the expression? I'm getting desensitized now to some of the comments that come in about the Orioles and just how they're hopeless. And, this team is a joke, right? Comments like that. You know, I would typically get into the ring and spar around with you. But, look, I know the situation, all right? Season's not over. It's going to take a lot to turn us around into a playoff team. But it's not over. It's just not. I'm not giving up yet. You have to start cutting away the pieces of the team that are hurting. It begins with Charlie Morton for me. I needs to go. Okay, so parking lot. We get a replacement, and now we're not losing 100? Are you sure? Parking lot. Who do you want to go? We going internal with Buck Britton, or you got somebody else in mind? Are you sure that just because Buck Britton comes in that suddenly our pitching is going to get better and we're going to win games with no Adley Rutschman, no Ced Mullins, no Tyler O'Neill, and no Jordan Westberg, which is what we have today? I mean, did anybody honestly think we were going to win today? A full-strength Dodgers team is going to struggle against this pitcher. But what a perfect day to have the analysis on how poor the Orioles are doing. This honestly is the dumbest game to, sit and, grade the Orioles season. This is not the game to do it. Look, the Orioles have a lot of problems, and it's going to take a lot to turn it around. And I'm not saying it's going to be done. This could be a lost season. It could wind up being a lost season. But to take a game like this, with this matchup, with the guys missing in the lineup, and try and be like, see how bad we are? This isn't the right game for that. This isn't, Matt Bowman is on the mound. He's got a 1-1 count on Jace Young. Yeah, parking lot, I get it. You got all the zingers, man. I get it. You got the zingers. Here's a hard liner to left caught by Kerstad for the first out. I get it, man. I mean, your comments kind of read like bad fortune cookies. Like if they were able to put a fortune cookie into a box of Cracker Jack, this would be the kind of stuff I would be reading. Couldn't hit a beach ball. Hyde needs to go. Team's losing 100 games. What else? What else other than establishing the fact that the team is hot, stinking garbage and there's nothing that's going to be done to improve it? Anything else? Any positive things to balance it out a little bit? I don't know. Like maybe the team in the second half might be better once we get some of these arms back, make the rotation stronger, something like that. Just to let me know that it's not all going to be shitting on the team. I'm just wondering. 2-0 count to Sweeney is foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what's shambles. Signing Charlie Morton and giving him more than the 3. I said 3 starts. Everybody in a rotation coming out of spring gets 3 starts for me. No questions asked. I'm not going to knee jerk. But after that, especially if you're a veteran pitcher like Morton and he continued to do the same stuff, Morton should have been done by start 4, and they put him out there now for 2 more starts. There's number 1, no doubt about it, problem. And you can blame whoever you want about it. You can blame Morton for his performance. You can blame Hyde for announcing him as a starter. You can blame Elias for signing him. The point is, you got to cut that tumor off the team, right? My composure is good. I'm too tired to get into a rant. This ball's popped up to right, caught out there by Laureano, 2 down in the 8th. All right. So look, Charlie Morton was a shambles. Okay? Playing Jorge Mateo in center field that one game. That was a shambles. Not pinch hitting for Mateo in that game that we just had a chance to get back in after Kerstad hit a 2-run homer. With a right-handed reliever out there, Mateo was due up. We had lefty bats to choose from to pinch hit for a guy that had 1 hit up to that point. We didn't, and he made an out, and it killed whatever momentum we had. That is a situation where I can go, that's shambles, okay? Our base running, by and large, in the first month of the season has been shambles. We've made a lot of outs on the base paths, okay? Our plate approach, not working the counts deep enough for some of our players. Mullins is doing it, but a lot of other players are swinging at the first pitch too much and not getting good results. That plate approach is a shambles. As here's a line drive base hit in the left field with 2 down. Dingler is on at first with a hit. But when we're talking about the team is a shambles, I just don't think it's fair. Because we're just... It's just missing so many guys. I mean, especially with this, like I'm saying, this is the worst game to have this conversation. Because how am I going to sit here and give a counter argument in a game we're losing 7-0 against the Cy Young Award winner? You know? Morton ain't worth the squirrel fart. Again, parking lot, your comments read like a Bazooka Joe joke mixed with a fortune cookie. Like, are you asking Chat GPT for Charlie Morton insults? Is this what it's coming up with? We know he stinks, dude. But, thanks for breaking it to us. Like I said, I've been calling for him to get out of this rotation now for, 2.5 weeks? 3 starts? But, the fact of the matter is we were so far down in terms of available arms. We had to turn to Brandon Young. I don't think the team ever thought it was going to get to that point, but that might wind up being a blessing. Maybe Brandon Young can help this team. But the point is, until Kyle Gibson's ready to take a turn in the rotation, we've had to throw Morton out there. We haven't had a choice, really. But as soon as we've got enough other guys to make a rotation without him, he's got to get out of this rotation. And I think that is about to happen this week. I think Gibson's going to start Game 3 against the Yankees. No announced pitcher as of yet. But I think it's going to be Gibson in Game 3. I hear you, Blue Man, and trust me, there have been a couple of games where they have not showed up. The game after they lost to the Reds 24-2, they had a day off, and that first game back, they put an absolute dud up. It was, for me, the worst game of the season because, they just didn't show up. But for a game like this is like a Garrett Crochet situation. People are talking about, losing that game to the Red Sox, and we could hardly do anything on offense. And to me, that was a situation where a dominant pitcher just outclassed the offense. And folks, again, the best offenses in baseball do get shut down a few times a month. It's not even like super rare. It just happens, once every 10 games or so, you're going to get up against another team's ace, and he's going to be, a top pitcher can shut down even a good offense. And that's why we won an ace, right, guys? That's why we won an ace. That's the number one appeal, is that you can line them up in a playoff game against a team with a good offense, and that superior arm trumps a superior, lineup. So look, this Skubal game, I'm not going to read much into this at all. I'm not reading into this game at all in terms of, the problems we have already been well defined. This game has not added or subtracted anything to that list. I'm 40 years old already, and I don't think I'll ever see the O's win a World Series. Well, parking lot, part of the reason why I run this channel is that I'm in my late 40s. I was only 6 when they won the World Series last. I was too young to be able to enjoy it, experience it, or have any idea of what it was all about. So effectively, I've been alive 7 years longer than you and have suffered that much longer. And I'm 7 years closer to my grave than you in all likelihood. And I want to run this channel and follow this team and see them win a goddamn pennant before I die. That's why I'm doing this, man. Kenta Maeda is on the mound in the 9th. Ryan Mountcastle goes after the first pitch, fouls it off to the right. So that's part of the reason why I don't like to see folks get super down in the dumps about the team. Because at the end of the day, if you're like me, No matter how down you're feeling, you love this team. You've been waiting a long time. You know there's talent on this team. You know if we have a couple of right pieces put into place, that's all it could take to turn us into the contenders that for the last 2 seasons we've shown ourselves to be. 96 wins on average the last 2 years, folks. Yeah, we let go of Corbin Burns. We didn't have a chance to re-sign him, but Burns right now is putting up pretty pedestrian numbers in Arizona. Last I checked, he's got an ERA of about 4.5. Not exactly the kind of ERA you'd expect from a guy making $250 million over the next 8 years or whatever it is. And then you got Santander. Yeah, we lost him, but probably his clubhouse presence is what's hurt us more. The absence of that versus the actual numbers. You look at what Santander's done offensively this season, and it really, if you added those numbers to our lineup, it doesn't make us any better. What's made us good these last couple of years is when this team is feeling confident, when the plate approach is smart and focused. We've got the talent, folks. I mean, look at it this way. There was a time where these players, this core group of players we have, were so good, top to bottom, that we were trying to figure out how to move on from Mullins and Arias. And now we're sitting here watching a team where Mullins and Arias have been the 2 best hitters on the team. There was a time when Adley was crushing it. Gunner's crushing it. Westy's crushing it. Cowser's crushing it. It's just they're too young for me to think that they're flash in the pans or they've hit their peak and we've seen the best of these guys. Eventually these guys are going to put it together. And if it takes better leadership, a new manager, new GM, whatever, so be it. There's a wild pitch. Mountcastle gets the second base. 2-2 the count on Arias, top of the 9th. The Orioles hopefully will at least not end this getting shut out and get a run on the board. That ball's tapped to short. Play in the hole by Sweeney. Nice throw on the run. And that is the first out. And unfortunately, the ball hit to the left side of the infield. The runner at second stays put. Can't even move him over there. Here comes Gary Sanchez, folks. .100 the average. 100. Folks, I don't even know if that technically counts as a fever, let alone a batting average. That pitch is high, 1-0. Spurger, I can't tell if you're trolling, if this is a parody comment, like a satire thing, or what. But that might be the most contradictory thing I've ever read in my life. What in the world are you saying? You're absolutely done with the team, but if they turn it around, you always believed in it. You got to be joking. You got to be joking, right? First and second now, one out. I think Arias just walked. I think Spurger's having a little bit of fun. Here is Dylan Carlson. First pitch to him is hit on the ground. That's through. Oh, no. First baseman's got it. And a forced play at second is the only out here. Baltimore is down to one more out in the ninth inning, first and third now, after a fielder's choice for Carlson. And yeah. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Probably the most subdued call from BW in any game in the history of the channel to date. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Tired of being admired. Everything below the waist is kaput. 0-2 on Kjerstad. Hey, well, Steve, are you shouting my show out when you're over there? Swing and a miss by Kjerstad, and the ball game is over. The Orioles have been swept for the first time this season at the hands of the Tigers. A doubleheader yesterday, and here, Tarek Skubal, whatever. He threw another gem. It's a shutout of the Orioles, and the Orioles left more men on base than Detroit. That is ugly. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Tigers. They left 5. The Orioles did not score. 5 hits, no errors, but they left 7. Swept, and we now drop to 10-17 as we head back home. Pigtown, BW, Zach and Kev. Yes, folks, you got to spread the word, folks. You got to spread the word on your boy BW, because I'm telling you right now, the commitment level from your boy here is unmatched. The commitment level is unmatched. I know the other guys, and I don't mean anything against any of them. They've got a lot of resources. They might have some nice, aesthetically pleasing backgrounds to look at, higher production value, more connections to other people out there to be guests on their shows. Streaming on multiple platforms all at once to maximize their viewing. I don't have any of that, folks. I'm just a regular dude who loves baseball, has a sports writing, sports coverage background, a little bit of a broadcasting background, who just wants to call games, hang out and chill, a no corporate atmosphere, and no bullshit betting ads every 5 minutes kind of a channel, a community channel, and the simplicity of it and the just lack of rules and lack of, all the that facade of I don't have it, folks. I'm a different guy. I'm a Baltimore guy. I'm a real guy, authentic, right here. That's what I do. And I'm trying to cultivate an audience of like-minded fans. Because you know what? To me, that's the mentality of the real Baltimore fan out there. They want a regular Joe. That's me. Hi, regular Joe here. Happy to bring you Oriole games night in, night out, day in, day out. Unfortunately, this weekend was an absolute disaster, and I think it's taken a physical toll on your boy. But guess what? I got the perfect remedy. About a day and a half of rest and the Yankees coming up. So believe me, I don't care if I pick up the bird flu tomorrow. I will be here to call the Yankees for the Monday night game. And let's go. Thanks to the Charm City chat. Again, final score here, 7-0 Detroit. The matchup on Monday night is right there on your screen. It just went by. what is it? It's Tomoyuki Sagano against Will Warren. And we will start the stream here at 6:20 p.m. Eastern. Come on back, folks. Let's just put this series behind us. Let's remember what the number one priority is, and that is the Yankees are coming into our house. And no matter how we've looked or what our, what our future may hold, what matters is that we show up when the Yankees come to town. Let's kick their ass. Robert Prescott coming in with a super sticker late.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Thank you so much, Robert, for the super sticker. Robert will be here. He's saying me, I think, responding to whether or not Robert's going to be here for this Yankee series. I hope the rest of you will be here as well. Give me a moment to see if there's somewhere else I can send you, as I am down to about a fume and a half. I got a fume and a half left. Hey, Fitzy's on doing Boston. So I'll be sending you that way, folks. Say hi to Fitzy for me. This is Fitzy if you don't know him.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
All right, folks. Thanks. Whoa, hold on. Another sticker. Wait a minute. You guys going to make me just stick around? Get it? Did you get the joke I made there? You want me to stick around? All right. I'll stick around. I'll stick around. Hell my vote. Change my leg. I'll
What you
stick
just
around.
said.
Never heard of Baltimore stuff.
Oh,
Is
that's
one of
the
the-
wrong one. Where is the button? I'll stick around.
Message for you, son.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Thank you, Matt, for the super sticker. Sticking around. All right. That's going to do it, folks. Your boy is exhausted, and I'm sure you guys, if you've been watching all weekend, you're probably needing a little rest too. But look, troops, listen up. This is your drill sergeant. I want you to lay down tonight and get yourself a good night's rest. Because tomorrow, we face the enemy. And every Marine out there, I want to be ready. Let me see your war face. Matt, Janet, let me see your war face. All right. I'm picturing war faces right now. Work on it. All right. There's Travis. Travis has got a war face. Ah, gosh. We got the Yankees tomorrow, folks. Let's show up. What do you say? Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, folks. Hey, look it. It's not a 24-2 kind of a Sunday. It's just a 7-0 kind of a Sunday. This is my rifle. There are many others like it, but this one is mine. All right, folks. You have a good rest of your Sunday. Sending you now to Thomas Fitzpatrick. Until tomorrow, this has been the BirdWatcher. Wait, Matt, why are you angry? Oh, is that your war face, Matt? Okay. I got worried. You sent a super sticker, and then you got mad. That's Matt's war face. All right, folks. Sending you now to Thomas Fitzpatrick. Until tomorrow night, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later. Have a good rest of your Sunday, folks.